Hello everyone and welcome to SpeedGaming 2. Today we have another Link to the Past Randomizer League Season 5 playoffs match here of the Open League between Lex Jess of the Reliable Archery Aces and Akadine of yet another Bonk. This is Game 4, Swordless mode here. I'm Star and with me on comms is the Titan. How are you doing?
Doing absolutely fantastic this weekend. We're gonna have some really interesting fights here without a sword at all. This is one of those modes that you either love or you hate. Because to play, that is. To actually watch, this is hilarious.
Yep.
Because that hammer can be very late, and up until that point, you don't have that many weapons.
Nope. And who knows where that hammer has gone off to, because Randomizer can be quite silly sometimes. Let's see, Heart Piece in Link's house.
Now, the good news is, if you have hammer go mode, that's really good because you haven't cleared much of the game.
Oh, absolutely. Let's see. Map check, not map chest. Map check, it looks like there are red crystal on desert, 2 regular crystals on eastern and Hera, if I read that right.
Yep. Nice bomb drop.
Yep. So to know, this is Game 4 in the best of 5 series. Reliable Archery Aces has taken games 1 and 3, so 2 of 3 games so far. Titan and I, in fact, were commentating their Courage matchup last week. And yet another bonk. So they're at 2-1 currently in this series. If Alex Jess wins this race, the Reliable Archery Aces will move on to semifinals. And if Akadine wins, then we get another match here between the two teams. Our container in the sanctuary, so nothing super interesting so far. But the hearts are nice, especially in Swordless.
Yeah, very nice. And I mean, this is a perfectly normal open start. Doesn't matter if it's swordless or not, you're gonna do this route most of the time.
Yep. Pretty much the standard stuff here. Little fun fact, this is in fact 2 teams of Francophone runners. Both Alex Jess and Nakinin are quite active in our in ALTTPR's Francophone community, so it's nice to have a battle of the French, as at least one of them is the Francophone community is certainly happy to have at least one team move on. To have one team be guaranteed to move on to semis. Which will be nice, as we see just the bombs.
Just bombs there, and we did find our first green 20 on the mushroom spot.
Yep, those replace the swords, so this is also this is also a mode where there is only one bow and it serves as both bow and silvers. The second bow is replaced by another single arrow, I believe.
Yeah, that is because we don't want to end up with silver arrow hunks at the end of the game when both are at Ganon, because those are a bit silly and we generally don't want that. So yeah, we mash together the bow and the silvers for this mode.
Yeah, which can have its pros and cons, because sometimes I commented the Swordless match during Swordless Week, where both single arrows turned up before either bow. So it's sometimes a bit of pro and con, where it's like, great, but also, like, sometimes it'll just turn out that you'll get, you would have gotten the one bow earlier if there had been 2 available to just the one, but it is nice for overall safety. Sounds like we've got ourselves a Majora's Mask MSU here for Alex, which is fun to listen to.
So far, just a boomerang and a bottle. So blue goo is always nice to have. Money is always nice to have, but it's not progression.
No, it is not. Also, it's Archery whose audio we're using. It has Majora's Mask music was sides, but yeah, bottle at least is good for both safety, as it had a blue goo in it, and for checking sick kids, so we don't have to backtrack just for that later.
Yeah.
Always a plus.
But unfortunately, we have gotten nothing else.
Nothing at all. The bottle vendor giving us negative 80% return there with $20. Slightly better of an investment than King Zora is usually on average, but I wouldn't call that a good return on investment either. 50 bucks there in the chicken hut. Okay, I am actually an accountant, like IRL, so I'd like to comment down the rates of return off of King Zora and the bottle vendor when it comes up, because paying $100 to get 20 is not a good deal. Don't do this in real life.
Now, we do have a lot of rubies, so
We sure do.
They could fake over to Zora.
It is an option, as Sitkin gives us even more money.
Yeah, the village was completely dead. A
It was
boomerang and
dead.
a bottle. That's a
Yep.
dead. So, in this case...
Boomerang in the bottle that led to nothing, yep.
Yeah. So, in this case, I would blind check Grayskin.
Honestly, I might, yeah, because as you see, more money on the library because there's so little, you have so little stuff. There's a really good chance of something interesting on here.
Yeah. It's
Nope,
not.
more money. That's another green 20.
So yeah, South Shore has to have something for us, or it's
South
gonna be
Shore
Eastern.
or Agina. I mean,
I mean, we have Eastern dip, but who wants to dip a Crystal Eastern?
What's a dip a Crystal Eastern with no items?
And no weapons. We got bombs. That's it.
Yeah, that's what I meant by no items. Like, we are 6 minutes in. We've cleared CAC, and even the CAC area, Lost Woods, race game and everything has nothing at all. As we get bombs in there. Yay, game. Can we get
Please,
something else?
at least Alexis on maximum bombs for Mini Moldon Cave.
There is that. As is well, Aka's at 9, and she'll have 10 after this. Alright, does the underwater heart piece, if anything? Nope! Just a vanilla heart piece. That's max bombs for Aka. Bushcrab giving Alex some more bombs he doesn't need at this point.
I mean, it's good to know that you can have a weapon from the bush crabs.
Yep.
Otherwise, you would be at risk of running out of weapons.
Yes, yes, you would, as the mini Moldorms here are not cooperating with Alex.
Nope.
Does get it with took him 6 bombs and missed at least 2 of them. Blue Mail, okay. Boots, that's better. 10 arrows, another bottle, and 10 arrows. It's not great, it's not much in the way of progression, but it's more than we've had so far at least.
Oh, nice Mini Moldorm. Just get all 3 over to the left side there.
Yeah. Sadly doesn't quite manage to get the 3 in 1, but still gets 2 of them down in 1 bomb for Akka, and as I say that, then ends up missing in 1 for that. There we go. Took 1 more bomb than Alex did to get through, I think, because she gets her items out of here. It's unlock 1 check. Blue Mail is quality of life, but doesn't unlock anything on its own, and bombs. So Agina, Bonk Rocks, and Eastern area.
Yeah. Oh,
Yay!
we're going to get fake flippers here.
Yeah. This is out of logic, but I don't think he cares all that much considering their current status of everything, really.
Yeah, now, despite all that money, we don't have enough for Sora.
No, so they're hoping to get some more off of Hobo or the Waterfall Ferry. More money off Lake Island, as not Hobo yet.
Yeah, and we're not gonna do Hobo because then we lose our water walk and we lose access to here.
No, right, I'm being parting. Oh, there's money for KZ.
Oh.
No worries there. $300 and 10 arrows off the Waterfall Ferry.
Okay,
that's the one time I'd be okay with getting $300 off the. It's actually not a bad place to get $300, honestly.
Yeah.
In this seed or in any seed, really. think Aka's trying to farm some bombs here.
Oh,
Or
and
money.
stun price is unfortunately a single green rupee.
Yeah, looks like there was some more money. I didn't quite see the denomination there on the Zora ledge, though they don't have a way to get there anyway. I don't have quite enough stuff for enhance the flake flipper, I think.
Oh no, Akaline is going for Hobo. If Hobo doesn't have money, that's bad.
Guess you won't be able to do water.
Oh,
there.
wait, she saved her water walk.
Yeah. Negative 96% return. That's negative 99% return off KZ. Excellent game. Fantastic. Pay 500, get 5 back.
Now, yeah, I am assuming here with 5 bombs, we're gonna go to Eastern area, because with 5 bombs, you can do some of the frontal escape, but not too much.
Oh yeah, I forgot there's some of Escape too, now that it's fun. Not that anything's fun right now, really. They've done everything that is appealing. At least, if it comes down to it, at least the Gina's faster to run over to with boots, though it's still one isolated check that's really far out of the way at this point. And with boots, we can not have to use bombs on Saha's hut, giving us our 3rd bottle, the Ice Rod and 10 arrows. At
We
least
got
it's
a
our first
weapon.
weapon.
It's a it's not a useful weapon because it doesn't kill anything. Well, most things.
But it's better than having a boomerang and bombs only, at least. Eka getting the negative 99% return off King Zora here. Yeah, this scene is oops all bottles. We've had more bottles than anything else in the game, basically, right now.
Oh, Akaline is going for boots checks.
Which is bonk rocks, really, right now.
Yeah.
I mean, makes sense. It's a fairly quick save warp and is hoping to avoid having to dip Eastern area with no items. As you get a map here in the first check of Eastern, and that is a glove out of Bonk Rocks. Okay.
Yeah, that's a useful item. We can hop into the back of the escape. That's 3 more.
Turning around and heading right over there. Gives us Adalogic Mountain access for a couple checks. Not a ton else at the moment without more items. Let's get the big key here for Alex. That's a book and a hammer and a hurt piece. Now we're starting to get somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that hammer is
Desert
fantastic.
is suddenly looking like a solid idea right now.
No fire source to get the boss.
That's true. The book opens up a couple more. We're now a Moon Pearl from Dark World access, and Aka's probably pretty happy with that haul.
Yeah.
Speaking of desert, I think that's where she's going.
Yeah, I think so too. And in this case, I approve. So far, we haven't found anything in Eastern, and avoiding the double dip, especially of Eastern, is fantastic. If you can.
Oh, it is. Because the only thing we've seen nothing in Eastern as we get $20 out of the big chest. The only thing I've seen in this area is another bottle, not helpful, and a nice rod. Not helpful considering Alex Aka has a hammer. So yeah, Agita is a heart piece. So it does look like those boots were a near logical last location between them for the progression here in this seat.
Yeah. And doing these dark rooms without a sword it's not great because you can't really see where you are.
No, Alex is using his boomerang here to get through. Does make it nice. Yeah, and
you just echolocate.
Yep. Nothing on the desert ledge for Aka. That's a hurt piece, and Alex is out. I was not counting items, so I have no idea.
That was all 3 items. We got bombs, a red rupee, and a piece of heart.
Okay, so Eastern itself was a bust. Saha's hut was not a whole lot better with the 3rd bottle and the ice rod. So it's now time for Alex to go find his progression off Bonk Rocks and Back of Escape. It is good info for Alex, though, that he doesn't have to go back to Eastern anytime soon, even if it hurts to do the double dip. He can just finish it off with Pod and Mirror, whenever he chooses. Well, assuming the mirror turns up.
Oh no! Alex is going up the mountain.
Oh wait, oh no, Alex! and also checking Lumberjack, but he's doing this before the back of Escape, which hurts because we know that his hammer is back there. Is the big item. I think he'll go there after the mountain dip. But
yeah, he has to, because
he's running out of stuff to do. As there's the Moon Pearl. Yeah, that's a pretty rude chain of items.
yeah, it is.
I have to go through CAC, find Diddly Squat, have to go to Mini Moldorm Cave with just bombs, go pick up your boots, to go to Bonk Rocks to get your glove, to go to Back of Escape for your hammer and your book, to go to Desert to get your Moon Pearl off the torch, to finally get Dark World access at 15 minutes. Wow. Yeah, the Axe is going to get bottlenecked into Escape very quickly here. There's just only so much left to do without it, because between them, that desert was a near complete last location. Red Crystal Skull Woods, Pendant on Pod and Mire, and a Green Pendant Swamp. Okay. The reason it'll be a little hard to get back to for Echo with Pendant Pod, we'll see.
Yeah, this is a little bit unfortunate for Alex.
Or Alex, sorry, not Echo, is the one who can single the beast, but Alex is a double dip. Brain is quit. Hype Cave has half magic, that's nice. And our last bottle, a cape and 10 arrows. Okay.
Hey, bottle percent.
We're at bottle percent, and it's no longer half our major items, at least, barely.
Wait. Oh, okay. Alex going to saving quitting to the house, but realizing, oh wait, back.
Yeah, back of Escape. I think he was thinking back of Escape, then realized the front of Escape, then realized, wait, back of Escape's available. Let me go do that first.
Yeah.
Front of Escape on bombs is not fun when I can go to the back and get 3 quick checks easier.
Especially when it has those items.
Yeah. And he knows he's running really hard out of stuff to do.
Yeah.
Like I think Escape is a last location for him. More nothing on the Pyramid Ledge for Rekka. Russian for Alex.
Yeah. So, Alex had a small lead, execution-wise, because they went into Eastern area quite a bit earlier than Akaline was done with Zora. But now, it is just completely the opposite way around. Akaline has already done quite a bit, has done the desert area, and is already on their way up to Catfish. Okay.
I guess okay, why not? Decide to take the Pearl to Hype Cave and then just sprinting over here for these couple checks. Sadly does not have a hook shot to get across the West Dark World. This way we'll need to go to the village for that side of the map. And Catfish is... oh, nice mirror.
That's fantastic.
That's a really good find.
Yeah, because that's a spot you can often in this seed.
Oh, it is. A Catfish is out of the way. And especially with that... yeah, the Catfish is a bit out of the way, and you can't even, mirror chain it with mirror to KZ or Potion Shell, because Catfish has the mirror and they did KZ already. So it's just a bit out of the way. We'll see how Alex routes that, because that mirror could be bad for him.
Now, our swamp is a pendant. So
a green pendant, though, so something to keep in mind.
Yeah, but it might not be required this seed to have, but it is very useful to have. We're gonna get a pet check.
Why not, I suppose, with boots and an early book. Sure.
I would love
Aka doesn't know this yet. Yeah, actually, never mind. Yeah. And nope, 3 bombs. So we don't need the pet today.
Just explosions. Well, right now, Akaline would like those 3 bombs. Because
Yeah, because she's
the
presently at
thief stole
0.
last one.
Yep. But she'll be able to pick up some more somewhere. As Alex is picking up his items at a desert.
Yeah, chat saying that the ice rod could be big for Alex. However, we are going to go over to the eastern area at some point. We have to do eastern. And at that point,
Yeah.
that line is just going to pick that one up. You are not skipping that check when you go over there.
The only way that ice rod could be an issue for Akai, I think, is if the bow is later than TR access.
Yeah, that can
Which
be
would be kind of unusual.
What are you talking about? You never had bow on these.
Considering that would basically mean finding Samaria, a medallion, and Mitts. For them, and Fire Rod for them to really want to go TR before, Eastern area. Which would be, that would be unusual.
Alex has found the Moon Pearl and is now making their way into the Dark World. Same route as Akaline. Let's see if they actually route in Catfish. Check again.
Now check for him. Vicky for Rekka. Dipping the front of Skullwoods here without a Fire Rod to see if she can't find at least one item in here. In Swordless, there are some changes to make doing things possible without a sword. So the curtains in Aga Towers, the room in Aga Tower to get to Aga is open, as are the vines and Skullwoods linked to Mothula, because otherwise you have no sword to slash it with, as Waka is failing the bomb jump here to the big chest.
Yeah,
As well as there are specified spots to use the medallions without a sword, and you cannot use them anywhere else, unfortunately. You can't use as a medallion to help clear out enemies, but you will be able to use it to open your Mire or TR and to get to Ray's Palace.
Yeah. Now, it is not unusual for people to not get that bomb jump the first time around without a sword, because it is not easy setting up without a sword, and that's a Cane of Samaria.
Speaking of the cane earlier, hi.
Hi. So, Mitts and a medallion and a fire rod.
From TR, yeah. Speaking of that idea, may or may not have concursed it. Nice heart container off Stumpy, and there's another one off the bumper ledge. Again, nice to have when you're on Swordless, as combat's not going to be as easy as usual.
I really like this routing from Akaline. Lots of checks that tend to be out of the way, but they are routed in very, very efficiently.
Apparently, according to our tracker, Synod in the chat, sorry if I completely butchered your name, there's a boots method to extend the pixels, but yeah, I guess Saka doesn't know it. It doesn't come up too often that you're doing that bomb jump without the sword, I imagine, as they get a boomerang off the dig game and $50 more on the graveyard ledge.
Yeah, and Alex did go left their first time after Hype Cave, so no mirror for them.
Nope. Consume is another heart piece that makes heart containers 7 total for Eka.
Now, so far nothing has been mirror locked. So far.
No. Yeah, so far nothing's mirror locked, so the issue is in part, well, Swamp does have a decent amount of items and is the green pendant, and besides that, when Alex does get that mirror, he's going to be spending time backtracking to a lot of these mirror lock checks, which is going to lose efficiency and time for him.
Yeah.
Watch it be hookshot and TR. That would be something. And yes, we're getting closer to TR access. We're missing mitts and we're fire sourcing the medallion at this point for that.
Yeah. But it's still a bit away. We can't even enter yet.
Nope. Or mitts fire rod, not fire source. Right. Let's see. Heartpiece out of the brewery. Yeah, currently we're just still doing Dark World overworld checks, really.
Alex,
Fucking Pendant Swamp would be miserable PR over there in chat.
Yeah, and Alex choosing not to go to Skullwoods, not going to get their cane.
Nope, doesn't want to do Skullwoods without a fire rod, I guess, which, fair enough.
I've seen enough fire rods in first chest of TR. I don't want to talk about it.
Looking at there in the front of thieves, okay, not exceptionally, not the most required. It can be logically relevant in for Aga in particular, in Swordless and Aga 1, but otherwise, not really helpful. So there's a heart container for Aga.
Yeah, I agree with chat here that it looks like Alexa wants to avoid the double dip of Skullwoods at the moment, because they already had to double dip Eastern, which was not required.
Yeah. And honestly, we don't even know how much that cane is going to matter right now, as we're still relatively early into the seed. We are still missing a good few items. Let's see, we need a bow, we need a fire rod, we presumably need a hookshot, we definitely need access to, we certainly need a medallion for TR. And then, yeah.
The others are optional.
Pretty much at this point.
Flippers and flute are quite optional.
They'd probably prefer to not find the flute, I think, right now.
I mean, we don't have mitts, so...
Yeah, that's true. I mean, flute on the one hand is... Ooh, hey, French vanilla mitts. Okay, speaking of those things... flute is one of those things where, with a suit with Pendant Mire, it's nice to get around the map, but you also don't want to have to think about Pendant Mire.
Yeah, I mean, you currently have no pendant, so... No, sorry, you don't have a medallion yet, so you're not thinking about Pendant Mire, even if you get the flute.
So, to be fair as well, that, oh, never mind, lost my train of thought.
Yeah, these crickets in the top of these towns really hurt, even on Blue Mail.
They really do, yep. Oh, I was gonna say, to be fair too, they both know their pet is dead, which makes them less inclined to go to their pendant dungeons.
Yeah. Also, we have boots so early in the Sortless Sea, there are so many dashes into enemies.
Yep, because you can, because when you don't have a sword dash, you just end up bouncing off the enemies. Or off of everything else, really. Bushes, too, for instance. And Chad has a good point. Naka does have a nice Smith chain route with that mirror if she so chooses here. Given that coming out of Thieves Town here, there's not an obvious choice for progression, I think.
Oh.
They don't really... I guess she could climb the mountain to go do Hera with that mirror, but it's only there's a few checks that... Yeah, it's Hera or overworld checks besides, I think, really. There's not much in the way of other dungeons to do, and that's a hookshot on blind.
Okay, the one thing Akaline doesn't want to find other flippers.
At this point, absolutely. That was a very nice scenario blind for Ek. Blind can be kind of trolly and swordless here.
Yeah, the king does make it quite a bit easier. Unfortunately, Alex does not have the cane, so he's gonna have to rely on hammer strat. I believe we still have a fairy in a bottle. I believe Alex still has that.
Not actually certain offhand myself.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, that's an I-beam. Yeah, a fairy. That's fairies are really good to have in Zolas.
Yeah. I was just remembering a thing because Titan and I commentated these two teams' previous game, their Courage game, which Alex is also in. Remembering how Alex herself was not thrilled about getting swordless because it was Saka who picked the mode for these two today. It is one of the more challenging modes in several ways, just to not have the sword for a long time. They at least got an early hammer. Late hammer swordless seeds can be quite miserable. It definitely has its trolls.
Yeah. And yeah, Alex is ignoring the smith because no mirror. Acolyte is gonna have to, well, can route this in perfectly normal. Sure, it takes some time, but you're
there's not
clearing
really
out.
a way to make this much faster without the flute, pretty much at this point, yeah.
Yeah.
Alex is heading across the North Dark World, so should get his mirror here at least, I think. That'll be good for him, though that's does feel a little bad to be that it's a little late here for him.
Depends on what he's doing here.
I'm not sure what else he'd be heading across the map for right now, I'll be honest with you, just to get the single arrow, well, a single arrow off the smiths.
I believe that is the normal single arrow.
How do you tell the difference? To be, I honestly don't know.
If we don't have the bow yet, then that's the normal one, right?
No, I thought that.
Oh.
No, you can get both.
Okay.
No, there's just one bow. They're absolutely the other bow is not. The other
Okay.
single arrow is
Okay.
not. The other single arrow is not progressive.
Okay,
The other
okay.
bow. I commented the swordless weak seed where you got both single arrows before the bow. Actually, speaking of.
Okay. Now, Alex only has one bomb left.
He is struggling with the current jump
Oh.
here. Yeah.
And that might just be the abandonment of Catfish.
It might be as he safe quits the mountain here, and then changes his mind. Where is he going? Getting her 9th heart off Stumpy. And yeah, looks like Alex is heading somewhere else. I'm not sure where. Going to go shopping for some bombs first.
Yeah, shopping bombs. That's good.
Yeah, Catfish is in logic, just not from from going from the east side of the map and not the western side. That Kern jump is not in that jump bomb that Alex is trying to do, which is named after the runner Kern, as debugs the purple chest. The Kern jump is not in logic because that is a glitch. Ped is dead. We've known that for about 20-ish minutes. We've seen it from both runners. It was 3 bombs. Mambo's tablet is also sticking a sword less you don't need swords to activate the tablets. 3 bombs. Paradox here. Okay, so the mountain makes sense for Alex. Can do most of it here. The mirror, with the hook shot, the mirror doesn't matter as much. Hopefully, there's nothing on Floating Island. Besides that, this is going to be a good amount of items for Alex. Good amount of
It's
checks.
surprising though for me that Acolyte choosing to do the front of escape over the mountain.
I am a little confused, yeah.
Okay, it's not in logic to go to the mountain without the flute or the lamp, but most just break that logic quick.
Yeah, as we get a whole lot of nothing besides a green 20 there in Paradox.
Yeah, and let's see. Do we have a smoky here?
Nope.
No, then the smoky has to be in Dogcross? Because
I
logic?
think so, yes.
Because it wasn't in the back.
No. Chat confirming, or tracker there in the chat center confirming yes, keep this lamp locked, so this is not in logic either.
Yeah, that's what's confusing me, that you're going to a spot that is lamp locked instead of a much denser check that is lamp locked.
Also lamp locked.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is in logic, I guess, might be an honest to goodness question right now. We
Pod?
have Pod and Pod. Pod and I think maybe one or two loose ends overworlds check, so there's a easy to forget piece there for a Lex off Ether tablet.
Yeah. And
Look,
some
not required for the tablet today, but very required for that Moon Pearl off the Desert Torch, and Friend of Escape was the snooze.
So this is interesting. Would you go to pod at this point if you know that your logic progression is there?
I mean, the hard thing is your logic progression is a flute or a lamp, and do you want that? Versus the density of the mountain? I don't
You
know.
want a fire source at the very least.
That is true. If a fire source or a way to get around quickly would both be nice, at least. Aka's gonna be, well, she is going to find her ice rod here, and as well as what I believe is her last bottle. Alex is really struggling with this Herapot here today. There we go.
The line has been very thorough, but has been able to be very thorough with that mirror.
Alex has simply been unable to pick up the mirror checks as he walks past because he doesn't have a mirror to go do them.
Now, nothing has been there so far, so that's good.
No, there's done nothing, but the issue is that when if Alex does find that mirror, he may end up going to track for those checks, which would be a bit of a problem.
Yeah. Unfortunately for Akaline, there is nothing here in his turn. And Trolldom is dead. Screaming us. Piece of heart. Okay. Was that both items?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
You got something of or another out of the compass chest that wasn't a dungeon item. Oh, apparently no. Ice item in Vic chest, Vicky vanilla. Never mind then. Thanks, Ace Man.
Okay. Okay. Now this is also surprising me that Akaline choosing to do Eastern without doubling it up with Pod.
Yeah, because she has the mirror. She could have taken the portal and then mirrored over here to do both at once. Instead, after she finds nothing in here, I assume she's going to leave, sprint down to the portal, and then go through Pod, which is a little bit of time lost as we get a fire rod out of Spiral Cave. Okay, game.
We are gonna need that.
Yes, we will. That's a location for things. As welcome in, Riodos, raiding with a party of 4. Thank you for the raid. We are 38 minutes into a swordless seed here for the League Season 5 playoffs between Alex Chess of Royal Blade, Archery Aces, and Aki in need of yet another Bonk. And we're trying to figure out where our next progression is right now. Arcadine is rushing density, and Arcadine's rushing logic. Alex is rushing density here off on the mountain.
Yeah, that's the
And
same as
no,
without.
safe quit. Okay, Ka is not off the pod. Believe that is probably a mountain plate. Chad has a point that fire rod will at least get Alex his cane, which is good.
Yeah.
And Quake, as I kind of hope for his sake that it's not Quake TR, because that would just feel bad at this point.
I mean, if it is Quake TR, Alkaline can get to Laser Bridge.
She can't just
Oh,
get to Laser Bridge. She
it's-
got her Ice Rod a second ago. She can clear the place.
She can clear TR. She can actually clear TR.
Yes, that was the point, basically, is that since she just picked up
Mhm.
her Ice Rod a minute ago,
Mhm.
what if it's Quake TR, that just hurts for Alex that he loses the efficiency and be able to doing it that in all in one trip here.
Yeah.
We're still missing our logic. It's looking a lot like Pod, but
Well,
I don't think they currently care a whole lot about it.
I would preemptively apologize to the runners if there's actually a bow on Laser Bridge.
That's possible. We might be both from Gomo, depending on what the. And actually, yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
marked on the
it's
tracker actually
Bogomo.
that it was Quake for TR. Okay, we
Yeah,
are
it
actually.
is Quake for TR.
So both for Go mode then. It
Yeah.
feels bad for Alexa that Quake. He's going to be able to clear Skull Woods here and get his cane.
If the bow is in TR, that is the absolute worst for Alex.
Dapper Warman, they can get into TR. Alex just chose to not go into that Fire Rod, which I don't blame him for, honestly. And he's good. He actually can't anyway because he has a Fire Rod. He doesn't have the cane is the issue, so he's gonna get that here. That's where my brain's all over the place. The holidays have apparently fried it a bit. Oops. And yeah, this we see some checks we've already seen from both runners. Haven't done a shout out yet in this restream, so give both of our runners a follow, like Just2 and Akilin. Thank you also to my co-com, Detectin84 into our checker, Senna here. Much appreciated for your work.
We appreciate you, Star.
It is an interesting spot to have the Astral Observatory theme here from Majora's Mask in here. But why not, I guess? Like, also having some trouble with the Harapot setup, doing a different one than what Alexa's doing earlier, but does get it faster than he did.
So there has to be a lamp or a flute in Pod. We know that. Because that is our logic. To get up the mountain.
Yep. At this point, I assume that neither of them are especially interested in fighting said logic, being a bow from Go mode. But, as they now have the Fire Rod each, but it is. Oh, Lex is a Fire Rod, Akka will be getting her Fire Rod soon. It could be something leading to their logic, technically, yes. We could have Flippers in Pod. That's about the only other thing that could be in Pod. That maybe a Mushroom or Powder, I guess, but that's about it for technical items that would lock their progression that aren't directly Flute or Lamp. Would be kind of rude, though. Not stand for Alex. That is crystal number 3. Now, I think Alex is hoping to find a Bow, yeah, hoping to find a bow before he climbs back up the mountain so that he can do TR and head straight to GT, which would save him some of that time loss he has from not having the cane going up the mountain the first time. But there is a lot of checks in TR. There's a good chance the bow's in here, so we'll see.
Yeah.
There's the fire rod for
However,
Eka.
we still have ice to clear.
We still have ice. We still, we still have ice. Which is technically a lot behind those flippers, and I don't who cares. We still have ice. We still have and Alex, depending on whether he actually gets that mirror, may have some other checks to do. Could choose a dip pod if he really wants to avoid going back up the mountain without being in doing his other dungeons first. We'll see.
Yeah, it's just that we need that logic of getting up the mountain somewhere. So either it's in pod or pod leads to it.
Quake isn't super bunny, so it's basically under the doormat for Eka. She'll clear TR after the rest of the mountain here, as there's the cane for Alex.
And Alex is going back up the mountain.
Yep, looks like he is off to TR.
Okay, so this is
Rushing
gonna be...
density, I guess.
Yeah. This is surprising to me that he is racing this fast back up the TR.
Mm-hmm. Instead of perhaps instead of, as mentioned, perhaps waiting until he can clear the other dungeons before coming back up here. Like, I might have at least done ice. There's not really anything you're gonna find to make this ice balance any nicer.
No.
Do I see if there's a bow in here to save making another trip up the mountain? Thankfully for him, there's nothing on Floating Island, which I missed earlier.
Now, the absolutely worst position for this bow is swamp.
Yeah, that would be pretty gross for Alex, because he does not have mirror, and neither of them have flippers. We don't know where those are at, though. Cloud has a good chance of that. Powder TR, I think. Depends on where our logic is, for that matter, and what our logic is.
And Acolyte is mirroring without knowing which pen it is. It's just going for the 33% chance instead of just looking. Yep, we are in TR. This might also be Alexis saying, okay, where's the worst spot for my bow? Once he found that cane and think, it has to be TR. I can clear it now.
Yep. Yeah, Chad has a horrible proposition. Bow and Mimic Cave, or something in Mimic Cave locking Bow would just be miserable for poor Alex, because he doesn't have a mirror, and if it turns out to be that, it will be a last occasion to hike all the way back to Mimic Cave for one check. It's not
Yeah.
bad.
However, we are starting to run low on actually mirror-locked checks outside Swamp.
We are. We've done most of them. This checkerboard cave left, but we don't have a. We can't get there without a flute, so that's currently a moot point. Let's see. We've seen Bumper. No, we've seen Graveyard Ledge K45. We know the Lake Island is useless. There's really not much left. Spec
No,
Rock,
I-
top of Spec Rock was checked. There's not much left.
Yeah. There's our lamp. So the flute has to be locked behind pod.
Yes, it does. That also opens up the possibility of a 1 in 3 chance currently for Pendant Meyer. Since we now know that the flute has to be available somewhere, probably in pod.
Let's has to run past Mimic Cave. Yeah, if that Mimic Cave has a bow, that is really not good for us. If it has nothing, then I don't think though that mirror will be much of a difference unless it's a swamp.
Mm-hmm. Depending on things, we could see we could actually see a choice between pod and swamp and mire. Come down to that. Depending, if it ends up being, we start to run out of associated checks, and Alex doesn't have a mirror. We could see Alex go for Mire Eric, and see if an Akialine try Swamp. It's really hard to say currently with.
But this is the big one for Adeline. What's
Oh,
it?
absolutely. And no. Okay, that's good for Alex. That's really,
Yeah.
really good.
And did I curse this seed? Yes, I did. Sorry, runners. Really, really, really sorry.
Okay, game. Okay, of course the boson laser bridge. Why wouldn't it be?
I am so sorry for calling that half an hour ago.
Yeah. With that, we're in go mode, I think. Yeah, we are in go mode. Just have dungeons to beat at this point.
Yeah, and at this point,
GFE, pod, swamp and Mire are pendants. We don't need a flute. We don't need the flippers. Yeah, we don't need any more medallions. This is go mode.
yeah. And in this mode, I mean, Alex has one more dungeon cleared and is ahead in this. So Alex is ahead at this point.
Yeah, I guess in this case, since the mirror ended up not being required, I kind of lost time due to doing checks with the mirror, as it were. Yeah, this is League Swordless GFE, but it's bow and silvers are combined, so they don't need to go find silvers, because it is Swordless Silverless Ganon I think is technically possible, but exceedingly stupid, and no one wants to do it.
And that is also Akaline in go mode.
Yep. So from here on out, it is an execution race, and I think Alex is a very, very strong execution player. He's not exceptionally comfortable with Swordless, so they've both made a few execution errors throughout the race with various things. Swordless is a bit of a tough mode, but Alex is a very, very strong player. He is the winner of the most recent Link to the Past Randomizer Francophone tournament a couple months ago, and formidable opponent to get put up against, for sure. I was looking at a bit of their race room banter before the race. And Alexa is expressing nervousness about the swordless mode. He tries to avoid it whenever possible. And he's had a few issues, and so has Aka. We'll see how it goes, though Alex definitely has a lead here coming into their remaining dungeons. Especially because Aka has yet to beat Skull Woods. And let's try next down for Eka.
I am still a little bit surprised at Alex choosing to go up TR when he had so much else to do, but it turned out to be exactly the right call.
Mm-hmm. Choosing to rush progression and risking doing another dip of the mountain turned out to be the right play for him. Because if he had gone pod, this would have been a different. This would look rather different right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because pod or ice were his primary choices. Ice for progression, pod for logic. When he finished the Skull Woods there.
Yeah, Alex needs to be careful because you're on 2 hearts here. Doing these rooms without a sword is unusual.
It is. Those get very nice hookshot hits off, though, to clear the levers and to close out the Igors without issue. And as long as you do Armos Knight's Will, he shouldn't take a hit. Nope, very nice. And that is crystal number 5 for him. Just has Desert and Ice to do. So, looking at the standings, since as they clear out their dungeons, and they've got a bit of time to talk about what this means for them. So, with Alex currently in the lead, as long as if that does not change, the reliable arch races will go to 3-1 and the series here and move on to I misread this bracket earlier. Actually, conference semifinals next, where they'll face the winner of the matchup between apologies, my German's terrible. I'm gonna go with volleyball problem for the short name of that team. It's not only in German, but also an absolute mouthful, and I'm not pronouncing the entire thing.
Volleyball program.
Thanks, that. Winner of that versus Zaha's kids.
Translated, it is literally our alcohol team has a volleyball.
Yes. Yeah, my German is horrendous. I know how to pronounce some things, but that one's a bit beyond my skills, and thanks for doing it for me. Volleyball problem, I think, is what people have been calling them for short.
Yeah.
Both because it's easier to pronounce and because it's shorter by a lot than the rest of that name. But the winner of that team, the series between that team and Saha's kids, will be facing the winner of this series, which is at present looking to be reliable archery races, with Alex being a about a desert-ish ahead. Picking up her 4th crystal now as Alex gets to the back.
Yeah, I mean, Alex has 5 crystals, and Acolyte just got their 4th. So I'd say Alex is about a dungeon and a half ahead.
Agreed. Oh yeah, and Aka hasn't done Eastern yet, right? Was miscounting, so that's the other thing.
And Eastern is not a short dungeon to go back and run through.
No, not really. Where? Oh.
Desert.
Desert. I was like, where is she going? I know there was some discussion in the race room from their game, these two teams, this Game 3, about promotion to the Invitational League next season, which is not yet guaranteed. It is for the one needs to make it to conference finals of the Open League to make it to earn an automatic promotion to the Invitational League for the next season, season 6. But the owner of this will certainly get one step closer to that. Because of those who are familiar with how the ALTTPR League is set up, there is 2 separate tournaments effectively: the Open League and the Invitational League. The Open League is open registrations to all. The Invitational League is based on invites, and people who do sufficiently well in the Invitational League and the Open League will earn a promotion automatically for the next season. And teams who perform particularly poorly in the Invitational League will get relegated to the Open League for the following season. I can go find the rules doc if you want to check out the particulars. And Alex, in the meantime, there, as we hit the 1 hour mark, happy 1 hour, everyone. Alex, unfortunately, missing the Ansela Fake Flipper to get to ice from the top of Lake Hylia, and instead just chooses to go for the regular Fake Flipper here. Minor time loss, though it doesn't not currently going to make a difference in the race.
It is a little bit of time that Akalan can get back, and there is still GT routing.
Yeah. Aka unfortunately does not get the 1 cycle and land most of the silvers, or the 2 cycle. Oof. That is a 3 cycle land here. And yes, GT routing could still make a difference. Not sure if how much it would be needed for Aka to make the time she's behind here, but GT routing will be something to consider, as there are a few different ways you can route the place.
Yeah, I mean, it is possible that you skip Hope Room, just do the Stalfos Room, and then mirror back. Alex doesn't have that option, so it's most likely just going to be Hope Room into either Compass Room, if you get a key, or if you don't get a key, just go full left after that.
Yeah. I'm not going for the Ansela Fake Flipper here. For those who aren't aware, the game this is an SNES game. The console can only load so many sprites on the screen at once, and the splash animation does count as a sprite. So, Ansela Fake Flippers work by using bombs, arrows, or boomerang as well, can be considered for various setups, to go and overload the screen with sprites so that the game cannot load the splash animation, and because of that, just assumes you're swimming because there's no splash.
Yeah. I'm not too sure about how that trick works, but
the specifics are a bit more complicated. That's
yeah,
just
because I would think that the enemy sprites would count as one as well, right?
Honestly, I don't know, because the 2 spots we
Yeah.
see Ansela Fake Flippers the most are there north of Lake Hylia, and I've also seen it a fair few times for Zora Ledge.
Yeah.
The 2 main spots we see it, at least in these modes. Entrance random might open up some more, I'm not sure, but these are the 2 main things we see the Ansela Fake Flippers for. Not sure where the name Ansela came from either, but yeah. That's the basic gist, is overload the screen with sprites. And there are different setups. Usually we see bow and bombs. I think I've seen setups with a cane, boomerang as well. There's a few. I myself do not know how to do an Ansela Fake Flipper. I am a very, very casual ALTTPR player. But, is the essential gist of it. Whilst they're trolling Alex a bit here, there we go. And Ansela and Aka also ended up killing the Ansela Fake Flipper, so it's going to probably just do what Alex did from the South Shore instead. As that is crystal number 7 at an hour 4 here for Alex.
So that means we're going to have a little game in chat. If you put in a number between 1 and 22, you can guess where the Ganon's big key is. What's your normal guess?
Mine is 14.
Mine's 7.
Yep.
That's a really nice setup to kill those small things there for Akaline. Using the cane. I have not seen that strategy before in Swordless.
Me neither, but that is a nice one there. Silvers make quick work of the Armos.
Oh
no! As I say that, Cobb's cursed. Quick swap and she uses the mirror. Oh, that hurts.
That really, really hurts.
Oh no. I don't even know why she's I just missed button, I guess. Quick swapping away from the bow, not even sure why. And,
no,
or is
I
it?
don't know why. I don't know why you quick stop there, because you're not going to use anything else afterwards.
No, that's what was. I don't know what she was trying to quick stop to. It was easy.
And yeah, this seed is a jet seed.
This is an absolute jet for a swordless seed. Yeah, we're heading to GT in hour 5, which is unusual. It does help, I suppose, that Pod Swamp and Mire 3 of the longer dungeons for pendants today, and they didn't even have to touch those, which helps. Did do a pretty decent chunk of the overworld, but particularly at Cobb, it has been a pretty quick seed. Lex entering GT at just over an hour 6. Check number 1 is a small key. Check number 2 is 10 arrows. Going to head right for Alex. And our most plate number 2 here for Eka. I mean, she's far enough behind that quick stop. I don't think it's not going to make the difference, but that just feels bad.
It just feels bad when you do it.
Yeah, especially as this is looking to be her final race of the season for the league. That's a hard way to go as we get. Oh, hey, red mail, nice. Out of check number 5.
Yeah. 6 checks and nothing. And we don't have a mirror. So we're gonna death ball.
Be really slowly because Alexis 10 hearts.
Both of them have a bug net.
Yep. Bugnet was sitting in the front of Thieves Down, so yeah, they've had it for a while. Because yeah, you can do Aga 1 and Aga 2 in Swordless without a sword, you can do so with Hammer, but it does kind of suck, so the Bugnet does actually have utility. Bugnet can in fact be logically recorded for Aga 1, not entirely sure about Aga 2.
I believe that Aga 2 is logically beatable with a bucket. As in, if you can get to Aga 2, then yes.
Yeah. I mean, is Aga 2 logic with just Hammer is the better question in this version of Swordless, at least.
And there is our big key.
There it is, yes. I need to go count for a second. ERC,
that's 11.
ELT, but yeah, that's 11.
So congratulations, Arab Bid Wombat 85, who guessed 11 correctly. You win 2 internet points, which you can use absolutely nowhere.
Yep. You win 2 internet points and the lifetime supply of Link to the Past Randomizer seeds, which you can redeem at linktothepastrandomizer.com. Terms and conditions may apply. I know there's a spiel, a whole spiel at one point that I have long forgotten, but yes.
Oh, I know it. If a seed lasts you longer than 4 hours, please check a YouTube tutorial.
There we go. Thank you. Alright, Alex needs to not die here, being on a heart and a half. And in deepity beat mode. I guess
Yeah.
still opening chests and ice, I'm not sure why. Good choice of Alex to go get a health refill here and get a fairy in a bottle for Ganon.
Not sure either what Akalan could be looking for.
Yeah, both silvers, 11 hearts, blue mail.
Oh. Alex accidentally dashing the wrong direction.
Whoops!
Good thing they stay dead.
Yeah.
I mean, you can tell that these runners are a bit nervous.
A little bit, yeah, because they're both know that they don't know where their opponent is. It's been a fairly quick seed. They've both had a few issues, and yeah, stress is high here as we come into the final part of this seed for our runners.
Yeah.
And that is Cold Stare Down for Aka, with that'll be her 7th crystal at an hour, just under an hour 11. She'll be off the GT as well.
It is fair to say that you still have to beat Ganon, you still have to go through that door to finish the seed. So anything can happen, but obviously Alex is in a commanding lead at this point.
Yeah. It would take, I think, a few Ganon deaths at this point
Yeah,
to
but
make a difference.
I do want to note that these are stressed runners. So once you start making mistakes, that can get in your brain.
Absolutely. Aka's choosing to purchase a bomb and arrow upgrade just as safeties here off the ferry. I guess why not? They certainly have loads and loads of money, so fair enough in Swordless.
We are up the gauntlet and on our last floor. Hold on to being annoying as usual. Nice pause buffer there to get the dog shot. I'm still not sure what they're opening chests for.
No clue. Maybe just for the, just on autopilot perhaps. I'm not sure, because I guess, maybe another heart would be nice for Alex, but that's about it.
Yeah. That can only be it. And let's get some bug net action out.
Yep.
This trigonometry is hard normally.
It's harder with a bug net.
It's much harder with a bow.
Oh?
That dash strat is really working, by the way.
It is.
We have a fairy, so we don't have to worry too much about the death here, but we want to save that for the Ganon, preferably.
Yeah, as you say that. I'm screws again. Also, you called it a bug net instead of a bow. I don't think a bow does a whole lot against attitude. But yeah, hitboxes are hard with the bug net. There we go. It is also possible to do so with a hammer, but the hammer hitbox is even worse, I think. So
Yeah, I
that
believe
is
that
attitude down.
the
Go
one
ahead.
thing you don't want to do in the Aga fight with the bugnet is to spin at the very top right corner at that angle. Because if you spin and get hit, you can actually get stuck in that wall.
Oh yeah, that would be a problem.
Yeah. Now, they can't hurt you because they disappear before they get to you. You can still reflect them. It's just that it takes 10 minutes to get enough of them to hit them to actually beat it.
Yeah, because if you're stuck in one spot, that's not
Mhm.
great for the
No.
econometry. Yeah, man. And yeah, hammer time on Ganon. Nope, fairy left now. He might still have a potion or two, I'm not sure, but we'll see how this goes.
I believe he still has one blue potion. I'm pretty sure of that. And we're
Sounds
waiting
about
for.
right.
I think we're waiting for a good phase 2 spot here. There it is. Immediate cape, almost immediate cape. Now, you have to be wary of damage here, because even with red mail, Ganon hurts.
Yes, he does.
And Acaline is already on their way up the climb here, so can't do more than one fall. Taking it slow and steady here.
And there we go.
That's an exploding Ganon. Get your usage, Lord Alexis.
Going to take game 4 in the series here for Team Reliable Archery Aces, moving on to conference semifinals with an official racetime.gg time of 1:16:57. GG's.
GG.
I believe he will be joining us for interview in just a moment here.
I will say that Acaline will be finishing the seed, so we will be looking at that. But GG's to Alexis.
GG.
Thank you.
First of all, the very first thing I want to say is I apologize for commentary cost cutting this because I called Bo on Laser Bridge at 20 minutes.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, this was an interesting seed.
I mean, I see Aka as the mirror. Where did she get this?
Oh yeah, catfish.
Oh god, okay, yeah, okay.
Because you failed current jump several times and ended up having to give up on it.
So that saved me time.
That
It
saved you a
did
lot of
actually
time.
save you time. That might be most of the difference between you two, because because one thing, Alex, is so early game you did the eastern area early. Aka rushed. Yeah, you did eastern after South Shore. Aka rushed Bonk into
Yeah,
back
that.
of escape and over to desert. So she got Dark World access a good few minutes before you, and got that cane earlier than you did.
Yeah, I mean, Eastern felt so bad. I mean, it was a gamble, and I was like, okay, there's absolutely nothing in it. That felt really bad.
Yeah, that start was super dry. It took you until Boots to get Glove to really find anything, because Cack was dead. We got bottles early. We had Nice Rod, and that was about it.
Oh, exactly, yeah. I mean, it was kind of a jet seat no matter what, so I don't even think I put a foot in some pendant dungeon. Well,
No.
I didn't have the mirror and neither flippers, so it was tough to go in swamp.
Now,
But
logically, we
No.
had to.
no,
'Cause
exactly.
I
that
think you
lamp,
logically had to go to pod for a flute.
yeah.
Oh yeah, the
Because you
flute. Yeah, my ear was blocked by the flute, of course. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because Alex, you didn't because Lamp was in TR. You need Flute for mountain access logically.
Of course. Yes, you're right. You're right. Yeah. And Pod would have been logic to go to, so thankfully I did not went there.
Yeah, congratulations. You do advance with your team to the conference semifinals. How does it feel?
Yeah, it feels good. I mean, it would have been tough to schedule the fifth match, so I guess my teammates are really grateful for me to win this game. I did not think, honestly, I'm not good enough swordless, so that was a really nice one, I think. Yeah, I played it good, not too badly, so.
Yeah, you both had a few issues failing current jump. Some bomb jumps gave you. Both of you had some problems with Harapot. But that's swordless as well. Ooh, Waka just took a death on Ganon. Does have a fairy, thankfully. This was a good match to watch. Waka was ahead for a good bit, having gone desert earlier. Bonk Rocks into desert earlier than you did. And she also had Kane for a trip up the mountain, so she saved a little time there.
So she went in Skullwood before the fire rod then, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, but she lost time due to doing more overworld checks and ended up
Yeah,
falling behind.
I felt so bad with the book and everything. I knew it was something in desert, so I rushed it. Felt behind all the race, so that's why I went to the mountain before Skillwoods. I was like, I'm waiting for that fire rod no matter what. So
Yeah, I do want to ask, when you got the cane out of Skullwoods, you beeline it back up to full clear Turtle Rock.
yeah.
And despite you had Ice Palace clearable, you had a pod with how many items? What made
Oh,
you
you're
choose
right.
Turtle Rock?
5.
Well,
There's
I knew it was a crystal first, but Ice
Mhm.
Pulse was a choice too. But I wanted to stay in logic. But you're right, it was not even logic since the lamp wasn't. But yeah, I didn't even think.
You
I
didn't
just
think
wanted to.
about that.
No,
Yeah,
not at all. I
yeah,
was like, just
yeah.
complete some crystal dungeon. My head was Turtle Rock after that Ice Palace, no matter what. Then
Yep.
find the of course the silvers and bow. So it was like, okay, well that's easier. I'm just going to complete everything else. So
And with that, GG's to Waka finishing up 122.01. Great race for her as well. She will not, unfortunately, be joining us for an interview. She apparently woke up at 5 in the morning. Was a bit too tired for the interview, understandably. But well played from her as well, and GG's to yet another bonk for making it to the second round of playoffs this year. GG's a lot. Well played.
Yeah, there's not that much more to say about the seed because it was such a jet seed.
It really was.
Once you
The
start
GG
finding
Vicky
your
wasn't
items.
too bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
once you
once you
start
got
finding
your
it.
stuff, you
Yeah.
finish it up pretty much.
oh, I'm really
Yeah.
grateful that I didn't find the mirror. I was gonna do the smith chain with the mirror, but no mirror, no smith chain. So
No, she
no
did do the
garbage.
Smith chain. It's one of the things that turned into a 5-minute difference here. Is she
Yeah.
did the Smith chain, and there was nothing at all I can remember on it. So, Jung.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty much out of comments on the seed. Don't know if that doesn't like there's a lot to be said in chat. Yeah, you technically needed flippers for ice. That was probably also in pod, I think.
Yeah,
Maybe
probably
Meyer.
everything was in blood, so I guess so.
I mean, the last thing you wanted to find there was flippers.
No, exactly, yes. Well, it just opens me the ice palace, so
Yeah,
because
true. For
I
you,
can
it would
have
have
the
been.
mirror. Yeah, exactly, yeah.
But for Rakai, it probably would have sent her to swamp.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is going to be moving on to conference semis for your team. Yourself, Edgar Linnaeus, and Retro Redfield. Themselves. Good luck for that.
Thank you very much.
You will be facing the winner of the series between Volleyball Problem and Saha's Kids. Any thoughts on that?
Maybe we played Saskid. I don't remember. But it will be fun matches no matter what. That will be
You
fun.
did, in fact, play Saha's Kids in Week 5, yes. You guys went 1-1, I think. Can I read? Yeah. No, you guys won both matches. I'm reading the wrong thing.
Well, that's good. We'll try to do the same again.
Yeah, I was misreading because you guys faced Saha's Kids in Week 5, and yet another Bonk faced Saha's Kids in Week 4, so I was misreading the leagues. Whoops. But yeah, no, good luck on that. Hopefully you do the same.
We'll try to.
Actually, since they can't face volleyball problem, never mind then. Thanks, Homemade Beer. Did not realize that that's how the league works. Never. So you're facing one of the other. Okay, gotcha. But good luck in any case, even if I'm currently screwing up how this works. Let's keep track of the bracket. And GG's as well to yet another Bonk. Great set of races. Great run in the league this year from them, Kuxla, Kaylin, and Krank. GG's to them as well. Titan, any final thoughts here?
GG's to the runners. Thank you all for the enjoyment. That was very fun to see, watching commentate. We do have one more race today, which is in a couple of hours. It's at 9:10 p.m. Eastern Time, where we have Divine Beastie Boys versus WJPD TB, an Inverosha seed between Fair Agent and In the Name of DT. Yeah, thank you all for coming, and I'll let Star take us out of here.
Alright, yep. Give our runners a follow again, Lex Just 2 and KD, as well as to my co-com, the Titan 84, and our checkers in the chat there. Thank you so much for your work. But this shall be it for us here for the moment. We hope to see you later today for the remaining match at 9:10 p.m. And happy holidays all. We will see you another time.